Yeah, welcome to the Weege Show. Beautiful hills in the background. I'll tell you what, people make fun of this inland region of California, but when the weather is like it is today, we had a nice haze, not too much sunshine, perfect temperatures. You got these mountains in the back. It's actually not too bad, but then again, I was inside a TV truck all day, so maybe I just wasn't in the elements enough. Hey folks, good to see you as usual. Weege Show post-race is actually brought to you by DID Chains now. DID Chains since 1933. What drives you? They make high-quality chains and high-quality rims for a lot of great championship-proven riders and teams. So thanks to them for supporting the show. Although I have to say, this is going to feel like the Weege Show pre-race show because it's practically an all Honda party. Let's see, 50th anniversary, retro livery, 1-2 in the 250s, 1-2 in the 450s. Heck, they're even 1-2 in 450 qualifying. Doesn't really get much better than that. A Honda only sponsors actually the Weege pre-race show, but it practically feels like a Honda show right now. Could you have scripted a better day for the 50th anniversary?
Man, it's been such an awesome week.
Yeah.
I mean, between last night's deal, today's deal, I mean, we all came in super confident. I'm not gonna lie, but man, the way that these guys did it, all the work the team did this last couple weeks to get ready for this, man, couldn't have been better. Really couldn't.
1-2 in all 4 motos. Gosh, unbelievable. Now the retro livery, that had to be exciting. And you guys haven't heard, he kept it under wraps. You really wanted to make it a surprise.
We did. We've been working on it obviously for a very long time to get it in place, and all of us have so many cool memories, you know, the bikes with that livery. And now I think the toughest thing is going to be getting the guys to take it off.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to sell a bike that looks like that for 23?
Absolutely, yep. Yeah. So brand new one that they announced yesterday. Be a dealer soon, and yeah, it looks just like. Okay.
How responsible for this were you, Mertz? Like what? 70 or 80%, or
just the 250 result?
The 250 result? 100%?
Oh no, just partly.
Partly. Okay, we'll give it to you.
Hey,
yeah.
Dude, this is so dramatic.
Dude, I'm fresh out the hospital, man. I'm fresh out the hospital, bro. I'm good.
It is so dramatic.
I wasn't even hurt. I just put a brace on.
yeah.
To try to be like,
it's the wrong
look how tough this
Your
guy
wife's gonna call you. She's like, you put the brace on the wrong leg.
somebody said that. They're like, did you have it on the other leg yesterday? Gosh.
How was the call today?
What are you working on there? What do you got?
It's Jet's bag.
It's Jet's bag.
Jet's, yeah.
It's Jet's bag. I can't make fun of it then.
No, it really is.
I was gonna make fun of you, but it's Jet, so he earned it. He's 1-1. I can't make fun of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you had like a man purse. But it's Jets, it's good, it's good. Oh, it's all agents doing agent things. Good job, everybody at Honda. This is the last of the retro livery, the blue seat. Don't get used to it, everybody. Just what a celebration here. Jordy. Oh, well, they asked what year. I mean, we had Rick Johnson in the TV booth today.
Dude, 1-2 every moto. We can't help it.
Woo! I almost re-injured myself. The joke we made. Yeah, then it would have been faked anymore. I would have really been hurt. Yeah. We had Rick Johnson in the TV booth today, and we made the joke that they were celebrating 50 years, but everything looked like 1 year, 1986. It all looked like Rick Johnson. He was very happy with the blue seat and the gold rims. So it's an all Honda show. Now look, we all know how this series works. Round 1 indicates virtually nothing. We can go back to Anaheim 1 at Monster Energy Supercross, and it was Roczen and Sexton battling for the lead, right? And they didn't end up winning the title. Sexton won 1 race, and that was the only race Roczen won. So dominating round 1 absolutely doesn't portend to anything. We've seen it over and over in racing, but it's hard to ignore that level of performance. I mean, Roczen and Sexton were gone in both motos. And good job for Roczen, who we know is always fast, even on his bad days in the early laps. But he really hung tough at the end. So I think there's some encouraging signs there from Roczen that he's got some strength there to go the distance. He really pushed Sexton pretty hard at the end. And as for Sexton, I mean, you've watched a million videos, and if you're one of those rare people that actually still read stuff you've read a million stories about, it's just a matter of time with that riding style, the qualifying speed that we see, that he's going to put it all together. He had won 2 nationals in the 450 class before, but he had never put it together like this with a domination in qualifying and going 1-1. So maybe this is the when that we've been asking about, or is it just a round 1 thing? We'll see. Now, the biggest story coming into this race, honestly, wasn't either of those Honda riders. It was first the loss of Dylan Ferrandis. That is an absolute heartbreaker for him to do all the work and then not get to show any of it with a torn ligament in his thumb. suffered a press day here. And with him out, I think the story then switched to, well, we'll see how Tomac does, and then the guest stars here with KTM. And as awesome as it was for the Honda guys to win, it was equally awesome to see Ryan Dungey battling for podiums. Are you kidding me? Maybe we shouldn't have doubted that. Maybe we should have expected it. But dude, that's unprecedented. The guy hasn't been here in 6 years. It's crazy. And at one point in the first moto, Dungey passes Eli Tomac for third in a moto. Like, what year is this? And then as Tomac drifted back in the first moto, I was getting worried. I was like, oh no, we've already lost Ferrandis. Please don't tell me that Tomac's knee is so bad that he's not going to be able to go on either. So a nice sigh of relief for Tomac to come back pretty solid in the second moto and finish up in fourth and kept the heat on Christian Craig, his teammate, all the way to the end. It wasn't a winning performance by Tomac by any means, but he at least leaves the day looking like, okay, he's got something to build on, and it's a long championship, and that knee will get better. And also, let's not forget, as great as he was on that Yamaha in Supercross, it's still the first motocross race he's done on that bike, so you can't just take for granted that they're going to have the bike perfectly dialed at round one. And Tomac's always been the kind of guy where if the bike isn't exactly the way he wants it, he's not going to have a great moto. Some guys will just hammerhead it out and maybe crash. Tomac doesn't do that. So 7-4, not as bad as it looked. We were watching him go back in the first moto. The Dungey story was unbelievable. Got just pushed off the podium by Craig. And how about that for Christian Craig? We had theorized yesterday in our pre-race show that we do now on Friday nights. It's actually on the Monster Energy Facebook page, so watch that at 6 p.m. local time every Friday. Our theory was, look, Craig has done this 450 outdoor thing several times, but he was always a 250 guy in the 450 class. He is going to be a 450 guy full-time now, so this is no longer a guest ride. This is no longer learning. It's basically like he's gone from intern to full-time employee. He wants to show that he belongs at the top. No better way to do it than to go 3-3 the first round of the year. So that was impressive. And who would have thought coming into the opener that the top scoring Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing rider would be Craig? Maybe Craig thought he would be. So shout out to him. In the 250s, what did we say about the Honda party? What did we say about that giant man purse stuffed with cash? Just a Jet Lawrence show. A lot of people love Jet. There's always that slight bit of, you guys talk about the Lawrence brothers too much hype. Someone derail it. Someone give us a reason to not talk about them because they went 1-2 in both motos. What's so funny? Yes. Yeah, well, I do it at home too, even when the camera's not on. Don't worry.
Were your predictions on point?
Yeah, I nailed it. I mean, everybody knew that Dungey was going to be battling Tomac for a podium. Everybody knew that. I mean, why wouldn't we? Yeah, I knew Ferrandis wouldn't even race. I nailed it all. Yeah, it's exactly what we expected. It's a wild year, everybody. So we'll see if this portends to anything in the future, or if we look back at round one and say, wow, remember when that happened? I think we all know the Lawrence brothers were going to be good. That's no surprise there. The 450s, that's going to be gnarly. I think Tomac's going to get better. There's no doubt Dungey's going to get better. And Tony Caroli, by the way, came into this race telling everybody, look, man, I'm not in the shape that I used to be. I'm not. He told me he had done one 30-minute moto. All the riding he had done this year was testing for KTM, so that's 1 or 2 laps and you pull off. He told me that most of his training he's done through the years is running, and then he showed me his knee and it looked horrible, so he said, I really can't run. So Crowley said he was probably going to get tired and he was going to have to just use his experience to kind of adapt and get through it. And I think we all want to believe we're seeing the real Caroli because that's so cool. One of these days, in the end he got tired. He did. I think we all want to believe we're seeing 100% send from Crowley. I heard people saying, he's just saying that. It's just a mind game. He's taking the pressure off. No, I think he was just being totally honest. He's not in the shape he was last year when he was trying to go for a title. He's just trying to have fun. But he was hovering around top 5. So not a terrible day for him. But the Dunge thing was crazy. Walt, all good. And we'll see. I don't know how many more Crowley's going to do. I think with that performance by Dungey, it's already assured you're going to see him for the whole series.
Already assured.
Already assured. I guarantee it's already assured. And that's it for the Weege Show. Round 1 is always exciting, but that's our theme. Will it hold? Will it hold right now? Are these guys going retro in the way that they used to dominate all the races in all the classes, or is it just a one-shot deal? We'll see. Thanks to DID for backing our show. What drives you? They've been doing it since 1933 with high-quality chains and rims. See you in Hangtown.